Great to be here. Yes, my name is Niklas Roy, and I'm an inventor disguised as an artist, which basically means that I build some sort of bit weird bullshit machines and they end up in art exhibitions afterwards. So in this presentation, I just want to give you a few examples of what I do. But first, I want to show you my workshop. This here is where I'm working. And as you can see, I have a very large shop window. For a size reference, I've parked my pickup truck in front of it that you can see how large it is. And when you look from inside, then you can see that it's also quite large from inside, obviously. So what happens is that my neighbors are always looking inside and checking out what I'm doing. Sometimes that's a bit annoying when I'm working on top secret projects. So what I've done is I put a curtain in my window to have a bit more privacy. And we see now how this turned out. So as you can see, sorry, we don't have time for applause. I have just 6:40. As you can see, I have simply connected a video camera to my computer and a motor as well, and then I wrote a little piece of software that just detects the people on the street and moves the curtain always right in front of them. But the problem is that it didn't really work out so well because my neighbors got so engaged into my shop window that we're looking a lot more inside my window than before. So I would say that this project was quite a fail. And now you could, now quickly, okay, so talking about fails, next project. This happened in Poland, in Wrocław. This is the WRO Art Center. They invited me 3 years ago for a residency. And I thought it would be super cool to build a perpetual motion machine. And they had this elevator in this glass front here. And I thought it would be really nice to connect the elevator doors on one floor with a rope to the other floor to the elevator call button. So basically when the elevator opens the door on one floor, it will call itself to the other floor. And then to build the mechanism in both directions so that the elevator would just constantly move up and down. We can see this here in this animated GIF. But I mean, as you might also recognize, that's not a regular perpetual motion machine since it wastes quite a lot of energy. So I just thought I will just call it perpetual energy wasting machine. Done. But then I've also, inside the elevator cabin, I also put a modified calculator. And that was constantly calculating how much energy is wasted, and it was printing it out, and the results went then straight to the trash bin that you can see in the bottom right corner. So I've also built a particle accelerator that should come now here. This is not the one that I have made. This is the one from CERN. We all know those big machines from high energy physics. They're very expensive. They use huge amounts of energy, but the worst is that the particles that they accelerate are so tiny that you can basically not even see them. And I thought I will make it much better. I will make an easy-to-use and cheap machine that has a lower energy consumption than those professional devices, and that uses also so large particles that you can have a little bit of fun with it, that you can observe the physics that are going on there. So as particles are used, as we can see in this bubble-shaped container here, I used black sponge balls. And as an accelerator, I used a normal vacuum cleaner like the one that you have at home. And then I've just connected those two things with 120 meters of transparent plastic pipe that we can see here now in this video. That was set up in the Netherlands in the center of a roundabout. It looks like a park, but it is in fact a roundabout. And people could just operate it from outside, and it was so easy to use that even small children could use it. And usually when I talk about my work, the first question of everyone is, how can you live from that? And we don't have a Q&A session here, but some of you might have the same question: how does this guy on the stage live from what he's doing? So with my last project, I want to answer that question. And it brings us again to Poland, this time to Katowice. There I've been invited together with my girlfriend to the Katowice Street Art Festival. And we have turned this shop front here with a little bit of paint into an art gallery. And our idea was, since we don't really know much about street art, we are not really street artists, we thought we will just turn people on the street, random people, into professional artists within 1 week. For that we have built a painting machine that we've put in the shop window, and people could operate it from outside just by pulling some ropes. And they could create collaborative paintings all together. And inside we made a little art exhibition that you can see here now. So we put all their paintings on the wall, their names below them. And in order to round up this professional art career, they also had to earn money. So at the end of the week, we made a big auction where we sold all the paintings from 1 zloty on, which is roughly 1 shekel. And everyone could become an art collector as well that way, and the money went then directly from the new art collectors to the new artists, so this is how they made money with their art career. We had nothing to do with this whole payment process. So, and since it's Pecha Kucha, that's all quite fast, so that's it. If you want to see more, go on www.niklasroy.com, check out my website, there are more projects and those projects and longer. Send me a tweet to @RoyRobotics, and thank you, it was a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
Thank you, Niklas. Thank you for coming.
Dankeschön.